The first time in years, we are hearing from both parents of a 7-month-old who was killed after being thrown from the Arrigoni Bridge in Middletown over a decade ago.
It is a heartbreaking case. His father is behind bars for the murder, and the baby's mother is in a court battle right now with the state. NBC Connecticut's Kevin Geis was in the courtroom. He joins us now live. Kevin, tough day in court.
Oh, absolutely, Mike. Keisha, for many, it was a very tough day in court, very emotional. We heard directly from the mother of Aaden Moreno, who recounted all of the events leading up to his death over a decade ago. We also heard from the baby's father, Tony Moreno, who continues over a decade later to maintain his innocence.
No, I was never angry.
You were never angry?
I was hurt and upset.
The convicted murderer of 7-month-old Aaden Moreno in 2015 back in a courtroom for a civil case. The family of 7-month-old Aaden Moreno is suing the Department of Children and Families, arguing they did not do enough to protect the child from his father, Tony Moreno. Moreno is behind bars for 70 years for the crime.
I know that trial was a joke, and they would have convicted a bologna sandwich.
Moreno doubling down on his conviction, arguing he was not abusive and he did not murder his son. He acknowledged DCF contact, but couldn't recall details outside brief contact via a phone call.
Did they ever ask you about any threats you had made against Aaden?
Possibly, but I don't recall, and I've never made any.
His testimony was brief, and the state chose not to cross-examine Moreno. He was followed by Aiden's mother, Adrienne Oyola.
He would threaten a lot to get rid of me, get rid of my son.
She described a pattern of alleged abuse and concerns of threats against her and Aaden, leading into a restraining order against Moreno. Information she says DCF had leading into the lapse of that restraining order against Moreno that allowed him access to Aaden. Moreno took custody of Aaden July 3rd. He was dead 2 days later.
What, if anything, did DCF do when you told them you were concerned for your and Aiden's safety after the TRO was denied?
I don't remember them doing much of anything.
The state continues to maintain DCF followed protocol and the investigation was still active, but add they believed Moreno was not a significant risk at the time leading up to Aiden's death.
He was taken too soon, and that he probably wouldn't have been an amazing kid right now.
Now, the trial is on pause for a couple of days. We have no court tomorrow. There's no court on Monday as well. We're expected to pick back up here in Waterbury on Tuesday, and we expect to start the case from the state of Connecticut. We're live in Waterbury. Kevin Geis, NBC Connecticut News. Guys, back to you.